Our coven are descendants of the Salem witches, whereas Marie Laveau, played by Angela Bassett, is a voodoo witch. She's a witch also, but she's a voodoo witch, whereas we are more Salem descendant witches. And there has always been a sort of turf battle in the city of New Orleans, particularly for the power of who reigns supreme. And they end up having to have at some point, which is something you see on the show in an episode. They have a flashback to an earlier supreme having a truce with Marie Laveau, and they basically divide up on the map of New Orleans which part of the city is safe for our Salem witches and which part of the city is for the voodoo witches. And the line should never be crossed, which causes a great deal of drama when, in the third episode, I end up going to Marie Laveau to seek out her help with fertility treatments. So, and I do, I'm violating a rule and a truce that should not be violated. Beginning of the show, my powers are nil. I really, I'm an herbalist, is what I am. I'm a witch I'm a lotions and potions witch. I don't have the power of telekinesis. I don't have any particularly fancy, showy, witchy powers until I lose my sight and I am blinded by sulfuric acid being thrown in my face, and I all of a sudden gain the power of second sight. But it's second sight that is limited. I only see flashes and bits and pieces. I never see whole stories. That doesn't happen until later. And then Myrtle Snow, played by Frances Conroy, who is really my second mother, my real mother. I say many times throughout the course of the season that she to me was my real mom. She does me the great gift of giving me my sight back by taking the eyes belonging to two members of our council with whom she is displeased. So she has no problem taking one blue eye and one brown eye and giving them to me magically. And so I get my sight back. But when I get my sight back, I lose my second sight. And as the coven starts to go into a real crisis mode, and we've lost one of our witches, Misty Day, played by Lily Rabe, the only way we can find her is if I get my sight back. And so I gouge my own eyes out with some garden shears to get that power back, and it doesn't even come back. It doesn't come back until there's a scene in the penultimate episode between Jessica and myself where she basically says, you don't need me for your power.